Some time did seem to pass at that point. A number of people began to go about processing processing hide, cooking food, and a couple of hours did pass before eventually it seemed like there was enough time to, well, meet up again. The drum was banged again and a number of different people approached. It seems that the tanning party, along with some others, were first, arriving and taking portions as everyone began to meet. Within that period, I did get a decent opportunity, however. It seems that I was able to, at least in the brief of it, manage to discover and get a crash course on some terminology I could use to disguise myself. How does it taste?
It's amazing. It's better than any other food around here.
She has a stomach that can digest rocks. Personally, it does not agree with me.
You know, rocks they're not that bad.
Is that true? By the way, I've heard that. I heard that Galoins are capable of digesting rocks.
Some are.
Only if you're really hungry.
Ooh, I see.
I've heard boomies eat their boots sometimes when they get super hungry, too.
I've heard that too.
Yeah, I think it's like that.
I see.
Personally, I have a very sensitive stomach, so mostly I stick to mushrooms.
Wait, you're still on an all-mushroom diet?
It's not a diet, it's more like the meats, they're really, harsh. They're very harsh.
Oh, if that's the case, while I was still working for the asshole, there was some moss on the walls.
Oh my god,
They're
cave moss
slightly
is...
orange in color. It was really good.
Now this brings me great Gwalik. Do you have any, perhaps?
Yeah, I have a little bit. I like to put some on my meat.
Maybe I could even stomach the eyeball if I put some moss on top of it.
Why would you put anything on the eyeball?
Because it's disgusting.
I arrived to the conversation to hear Yayo mention her personal feelings on the cuisine we were about to try. Are you not personally a fan of the eyeball?
It's most of the meats, particularly from most of the creatures down here, did not agree with my incredibly sensitive my palate.
Your constitution, of course.
My
yes.
constitution. Mm-hmm. No, absolute disagreement.
At about that time, I heard a lift from far away. A scraggling, almost broken thing that yet still seemed to work, lifting up this almost cage as it seemed to pull its way up. From it, Strege returned, emerging alone. Is that... Strege's over there.
He does not look happy.
He doesn't. Is that a lift?
Oh, yeah, of course. Why is that a surprise?
Why does it howl like a beast?
Oh, because it just does that. Is it supposed to sound another way?
Oh, it's usually... do you happen to have any, like, lubricating oil that will usually...
You're gonna have to ask the merchant for that, and you better be ready to pay.
Aren't you the... there's an exasperated look across my face. Aren't you the merchant?
No.
Why would we put oil on a machine?
As I said, I'm a future village elder. I'm an accountant more than anything else. The merchant is just... I play the role of a merchant to act as a sort of scout that boomies will look at and consider harmless. We have an actual real merchant here, and, yeah, she's pretty intense.
Oh, well, well, to display a little bit of confidence, I've managed to win you three over, so I'm sure I'll be able to win them over as well.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, food! Give me one of those winner's eyeballs!
He's taking 2 eyeballs for himself.
Oh, please take... I hope he takes all of them.
No, Matatak, you get 1. 1. And you should feel lucky. I know you ran away again. That's slander! Come on! What are you talking about? I'll take 1. Here you go. Winner's eyeballs. Notice the chef smile ever so slightly as he approached. I put an extra black pepper for you.
Oh, thank you.
Laid out through the table, a number of eyeballs were laid. They seemed different. The coloration had changed over time. In fact, they seemed on to take a more deeper yellowish orangish type of look. Definitely cooked, almost browning inside of whatever method they used. It seemed they were fried up in the oven. They almost had this crunch to them as I pressed up against it. Enjoy.
Is there a Godwin term for when you are about to eat a meal together?
Typically, people are too busy eating to really say anything.
Right. Sorry, I'm distracting you then.
Oh, wait. Hold up. I think there's something wrong with your eyeball. I pulled some black pepper out of my personal pouch and chucked some into Gartrinus's eyeball.
No, I mean, I think I will probably need some kind of condiment with this to be able to try it.
It's way better than you think.
I watched Gartrinus lift it up. From my angle, it was larger than his head, though it seemed to have shrunken slightly due to it. He lifted it very subtly. I took a bite too, bringing my up and holding in. I crunched into it, and, well, for me, it was just liquid. That's all I could really piece together as I ended up biting into it, liquid to the crunch. But for Gartrinus, well, it tasted exactly like, apparently, the liquid it's cooked in. The texture of a small, fatty, tender piece of stewed meat as he crunched into it. It was instilled with black pepper and a vague sense of paprika. Though it seems in my death, none of those things were able to register, my taste buds seeming to have been shut off. All the same, I ate it as dutifully as I could, and...
How much you willing to pay for it?
But you're not even gonna eat it.
Absolutely not. But these things are in short supply, and I'm sure there are other people that would graciously take a winner's eyeball.
Wait, I paid you like 3 hoo-hoo after we killed that thing.
A delicacy like that? I mean, we have somebody who's more familiar with the currency than even us. How much would you pay for this delicacy?
I chew the eyeball carefully, trying to savor its many flavors. My mentor was one of the interesting things that my mentor taught me was how to appreciate different types of wine and to understand the flavors therein. Although maybe he just liked drinking wine and giving me lectures. Still, as I considered, oh wow, it's delicious actually. Oh, well, it is actually surprisingly comparable to the pows we have in the local town. Slow cooked. Usually under that process they're left to kind of simmer and marinate for about a day. So that if you've managed this kind of texture in only, well, 40 minutes to an hour, there are many humans that would be fascinated by this flavor profile. I would say that we'd probably give at least 6 as street food, maybe 10 if served in a more upmarket fashion.
Well, you just heard. 6 to 10. Wow. This is. Honestly, I could give it to you at a value, at a massive discount for like 4 or 5. Is that right? Turns over, looks over at our other guest. Please add to the story. How are you enjoying this delicacy?
I can't taste it.
Oh.
Oh.
I suddenly felt very guilty for the elaborate description of the food.
Right.
I mean, if you do you still want it though?
Yeah, yo. You should eat it. You never know when you're gonna be able to eat again down here.
I mean,
You can take mines. Arcot, just take it.
Actually, here, Reggae, I know you need a little bit more food than us. Do you want half of it?
I think about it. I think about how my kin is not pleased right now, and I'm not sure when the next hunt will be. Normally I would decline, but seeing as, food is a little bit scarce and I do require a little bit more. Yeah, sure, I'll take the food.
See, everyone's happy, except Yaya.
It's slimy.
That I did get. The texture was very apparent. It's a slimy liquid mess.
Stop saying it while it's in my mouth.
So, are you more of a vegetarian, Yayo, or is it a texture matter?
I can eat meat sometimes. It's like I like. Hold on. My future village elder material. I can do this. I'm biased towards the mushrooms that are scattered throughout the cave. The old librarian used to take me around and okay, hold on, I'm gonna need a sec.
I'm not
Hey,
gonna
guys.
have you talk while you eat, it's fine.
Man, the eyes are pretty good today.
Yeah, they're real good.
Yeah, pretty good. Hey, I had a question.
Yeah, what's the question?
Yeah, where'd that Boomy go? He announced that rather loudly, and at a quick glance, I noticed a few people turn over and a bit of a shock. Some ignored it as just simple talk, but others that were closer picked up on the word and sent an alarm to them. Like there was that Boomy earlier before I left.
Yeah, all the boomies left after the lich thing.
No, like there was that other one,
Not
you know?
Not attack. Look at me very carefully, okay? Stop talking.
That's like at least a quarter eyeball of it. I mean, I need something
Done.
to shove my mouth so I can... Content with his bribe, Matatuk began stuffing his mouth. Oh, I wish I could talk, but I just gotta eat.
Good save.
Attack is so much trouble these days.
These days.
I was going to ask, is there kind of an ongoing animosity between him and you?
Not really. It's just, when you don't have much options, you just follow his plans, but they always, blow up in your face.
Oh. Well, I apologize that there is a member of the community that is making your ventures into the dungeon more difficult. But if it would behoove you to have an alternative, I'm more than happy to be your tactician.
Oh, I'd appreciate that one.
It's like how do I put this? Taking a bet on Matatak is like a risky business venture. Sometimes it pans out. Sometimes it pans out phenomenally.
The plan worked, didn't it?
The plan worked great. And it acquired for us a multitude of different advantageous goods and materials.
It did get us in trouble.
And it also got us in trouble, which is the downside of working on one of Matatak's plans. However, you can't disagree with the results now, can you?
No, I suppose not.
But you fancy yourself a tactician? A planner? A sower of schemes?
Oh, well, when the mood takes, you find that when you're working with other humans a lot, you have to be one step ahead of them if you want to get what you want.
Oh, I see. That is a very unique consideration. It's been quite some time. Our village does not exactly have a human specialist.
Oh, well, if that is the thing that I could offer to the community and I would be of help here, then I would love to be your human specialist.
Sorry to point out something weird, but don't you think they would be a little bit more of a specialist on humor?
Maybe.
No, you would be right. You were calling me a Boomy?
Yeah.
Is that what you call humans?
I apologize. Boomy is not the best. You are,
Human.
you are Boomin. Yeah.
That is also incorrect. I am not a boomin' human or anything like that.
Oh, our terminology is outdated?
No, I'm not a boomin'. I'm an aloon.
Oh,
What?
But you're tall like a boomin. You speak like a boomin. You look like a boomin. What
You
makes you
smell like a
different?
Boomin.
Oh. I think I know the difference.
What's the difference?
It's something I picked up immediately. Humans have hoo-hoo, and this one is broke.
Yeah, you're right.
I found myself amongst this crowd to initially be intrigued by them, and over time, though I grew more comfortable around them, I also felt their antics even more infuriating at times. Though, out of ignorance more than anything, I could not lash out in any way that makes sense. So instead, I put on the cap of a teacher, and I just explained myself, I suppose. No, that's wrong. Aloon are, personally, I don't find much distinction between the races of all. But that aside, it's the ears is an easy way to tell. They're longer and pointier, kind of like a Galoin's, if a Galoin's was a bit more rigid and didn't have fur. Boomins have those cupped ears, the kind that sort of fall in on themselves.
Miss, I think that might have explained why we were slightly confused. At least under the state that I found you in, I'm not sure if your ears were fully intact.
Oh, no, my left ear's been injured long before this. I reached up and grabbed, and it did seem my ears were somewhat intact. Though at the same time, I couldn't quite flash them so easily. All the same, physical descriptions aside, terminology aside, I don't know much about Poltrak culture or any of the other cultures of the area.
Oh.
I come from a different landmass.
Oh. Ooh. Interesting. Our ancestors actually migrated here from an ice field similarly. That's why we wear the big furs.
Oh. I suppose this cave was cold upon entry. So,
Not as cold as where we've come from, apparently. The furs that we wear are not only a hybrid of ceremonial, they're also, and I'm sure you've noticed, actually quite hot. It can get kind of stuffy, which is why, looks around the room, you'll only find...
don't worry, I haven't felt temperature in a long time now.
Well, I decided to swoop in to save the awkward beat in the conversation. I did actually find from some of the texts that I've read that we've culturally retained our shrouds, both as a measure of the trials and tribulations that we've been through and the beasts that we have slain, but also as a traveling food source. I do believe that there's actually a pretty wide range of materials that Gulowins can digest. So being able to carry around your food store with you in instances where there are hard times and hunting is difficult has been critical to our survival throughout the generations.
Wait, so you eat boots too?
I was about to say, did a boomin tell you that?
What?
It'd be like, what's a good comparison? These shrouds, especially in more recent times, have grown rarer and rarer and rarer. Maybe there was a time, a long time ago, that we used to eat these things for sustenance, but it'd be a massive waste, especially these days. And considering how long they've been around, it'd be like eating books or scrolls for sustenance. I mean, yeah, you could technically do it, but they're more worth it in the state that they're in right now?
Well,
It's like destroying history.
oh goodness, I wouldn't want to suggest anything like that. I don't raise it as something that I suggest we should be doing. Just something I read once. Apologies if I got it wrong.
Sort of, I guess you could say there's a certain level of disagreement on how shrouds can and should be used these days. You'll sort of find a sort of cultural divide, and based on our aesthetics, wearing the shrouds is more considered to be a little more traditionalist. Your statement might find a little more purchase with the people who are currently not wearing shrouds.
Well, one of the things that I have studied about for a long time and was really looking forward to being able to put into practice is actually custom shroud making techniques.
Boink boink. How so?
So, while we were preparing to move that beast that we fought back to this camp, I did take the opportunity to go and give Strege a quick measure. I think back to that moment where I was able to just eye another Gollowin up and down and be able to roughly measure the size required. Strega in particular was an unusual build, but something I could still work for. And in fact, if you gave me a second, I could probably work out your measurements, Arcat.
Oh, are you gonna give me a cloak or something?
Yes, actually, I have some of the materials handy. Watch this. I turn away from the others and rummage around in my bag of tools. I have a number of light peat materials with more cloth than leather, but still, it would be a reasonable display of my skills. I turn around, having only worked very deftly and very lightly, but still enough to impress. And with pride in my face and in my voice, I produce 3 shrouds for my new 3 friends, and unfortunately not one for the taller acquaintance that we've made, on the table.
Oh, you work fast.
I've prided myself to be able to make one of these in about 5 minutes flat.
Have you been? Are there others like us where you're from?
Actually,
Did you make it for them?
no. I've not had the ability to make them for anyone else but myself. It's why I brought a lot of different outfits with me. I wanted to display my own understanding and twists on Gullian fashion.
They're very colorfully. They're very colorfully dyed. They're very nice. And we're supposed to wear these, huh? I looked down at the material that I was handed, and admittedly, it does appear to be well constructed for my form, and yet I reached down and touched my ceremonial furs, and well, these things have guarded me for generations, and stylistically speaking, I'm just wondering, where and how did you learn how to make these?
Oh, if it wasn't clear, I just practiced on myself over and over whenever I could find time.
I don't know how to say this. I'm sure you didn't mean any offense from this, but do you know what the name Yayo means?
Oh goodness, I don't think the name actually has come up in one of the books that I managed to obtain. It didn't go into fine detail, but it's a long generation of family names, correct?
Yes, and as far as the furs that we wear and those that are passed down are shrouds, this shroud that I'm wearing right now is as strong as my family name. It belonged to my mother and, well, her father before her, and it... I don't know how to say this. It is an oddity to be presented with something from the outside to be compared to my own ceremonial fur. Perhaps I think it's a little rude.
Right. That that makes sense. I am sorry to have offended the family name. There's a correct wording for this. Susu?
Close. Yeah. Awkwardly takes the trout. I will hold on to. Thank you for the gift. I appreciate it.
In a way to try and desperately retain face, I look to Strege. Did I do a good job at estimating your size?
Hey, it's closer than anyone else has gotten, that's for sure.
Oh, well...
I've never really had a shroud before, so this is, like, nice to see.
That's great. If it's not a perfect fit and you'd allow me to remeasure, I'd love to give you something that's truly yours. Name the color and styling and patterning, and I'll make it. No questions asked.
Yeah. Just, you know, or Yayo, they're very particular about things. I think this is rather nice.
Okay. I blush. I blush slightly, not even necessarily knowing why the praise has made me feel the way that I do. But that's one yay and one nay. Hopefully, the last person will still accept.
I look at this very colorful-looking shroud. It's very well made, but it's not Arcot. Well, I'm gonna be a little bit honest. I'm not too big on shrouds these days.
At that moment, there was something that caught my ear. It seemed despite the other senses being lost, that one had remained rather functional. It was a jolt. My head twisted, my whole body straightened up slightly, almost instinctually. It caused me to gain probably a foot, and I didn't really take a moment to adjust. What I muttered out was simply, "Something's coming." I hear about nine set of footsteps. They're light. They're different, though. They're not Galoins. They're hollow.
Hollow. Where from?
Right. And at that point, a brittle, clacking sound impacting with the sound of wood as a bridge was being forded. Over in that direction, I noticed a number of forms, marching precisely and carefully behind something strange I hadn't seen before. Gelatinous blob which seemed to have maintained someone's nervous system was sort of walking across the bridge. A legion of those skeletons, many of which we had fought alongside the Stroll and the Galoins, moved forward. They halted for a moment, taking along the bridge. I noticed some Galoins stepping back and clearing a path. And as it did, something strange happened. That blob that was approaching, its eyes shifting back and forth, almost floating freeform throughout it, with a stake driven through its brain, it spoke, a reverberation echoing out this strange sound as he called out, "Hello there, my favorite Galoins! How are you doing today?"
Oh no.